Hello, everybody. My name is Douglas Arnold Armstrong. I'm the official head honcho here at Happy Texas Reviews. Thank you if you guys are watching the live stream or if you guys are just watching after the stream ends. Thank you guys also so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, join up as a group member if you have not already. And today we are, of course, starting up list number 7. And this is going to be the first of all 8 Harry Potter films. I gotta take this thing off. It looks like it's bent. I gotta fix this thing. This thing's just so broken. So this is the first. I don't know where that just came out of. It just looks like it's half crooked. It's better if my head's at an angle. There we go. That's better. Okay, I gotta get used to this hat. It's a brand new hat. I'm trying to break it in, guys. It's a little weird because it doesn't it doesn't have a actual like flat surface here. This part right here for the head is just all fluff. Really weird. Um, so yeah, I've been really looking forward to starting up these reviews. This is, of course, I can't figure out where the button is. There it is. This is, of course, a wand. This is Harry Potter's wand. A friend of a friend gave this to me as a birthday present this year, and they're like, "Please do Harry Potter. Please do Harry Potter reviews." And I'm like, "I already have planned that I'm going to be doing it." And so we are of course starting off with Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I just ended up finishing watching this movie last night, and my gosh, this movie was special. First of all, this movie, I didn't realize this, but this movie came out in 2001. Harry Potter, the film series, started all the way back in 2001. Um, I'm just like, this makes me feel old. um, and this movie is 2 hours and 39 minutes long. And like, you get halfway through the film, like you're at the like half an hour and 45 minutes, I mean, an hour and 45-minute mark, and you're just like, okay, this film is starting to drag. And you're like, and then you realize the first half of this film is world building. Now, it's not a bad thing, but it takes forever to get to that point. So, you're going to see this a lot. I like this thing. It's basically a flashlight, so you just a blinker. Or if you guys are like photosensitive or anything like that, sorry. So first off, before we get into the Sorcerer's Stone review, I just want to let you guys know that while I am watching these movies and reviewing them for you guys, I am a big Harry Potter fan, and I have read all the books like 10 times. I have seen all the movies. I didn't see Sorcerer's Stone or Chamber of Secrets or Prisoner of Azkaban or The Goblet of Fire when they came out in theater. The first Harry Potter film that I actually ended up seeing at the theater was Harry Potter 5, The Order of the Phoenix. And the funny story is that um, I never had any intention to ever want to watch the movies. Um, when I was younger, I was a big Star Wars person. Star Wars was just my thing. I had read all the books, especially during my high school years. I read them over and over and over again just because I liked the world, the experience. And, there's always something about the fact that your personal brain and your imagination, it lends itself to being able to create your own ways of perceiving people. I mean, the book is supposed to make it where, this is how someone's actions are supposed to be. This is how you're supposed to think of how they're supposed to look like. But it's all in your head. And I never thought that Harry Potter, the book series, should ever go to live action and become a movie series. Just never thought that that was actually a necessary thing. The fact that they did it didn't bother me, but I just wasn't interested at all in seeing them. I had seen bits and parts of the Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, and Goblet of Fire. I had seen parts of those on TV, like on Fox or AMC or whatnot, when I had cable. And I watched them, and I'm just like, it's okay. And then one summer, I went down to Arizona to visit some cousins, and of course, my aunt that lives down there in Arizona. She doesn't live down there anymore. But we went down there, and they had a special theater where she lived. It took 2 hours to get to a theater. So it was an experience to go to see a movie. And Order of the Phoenix had just come out that night. And so we went down there, and it took 2 hours to go to a movie theater. And they only had one screen. This was a special type of theater. So you went in, you walked through the doors, tickets and concessions all sold at one booth. And then right behind the concessions, so you had the concession stand right here. Then you had two doors, and it led right into the actual theater. And so you had this massive screen, and that's when I saw Order of the Phoenix. And I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna go. I got nothing better to do. I was there for like a week or so with my cousins and aunt, and my brother and whatnot. And we just went and saw Order of the Phoenix, just something to do. Enjoy some AC and whatnot for a couple of hours. And of course, it was a midnight release, and this was probably my first midnight thing, and I fell asleep because I was not used to going to see a midnight movie and having to be up until like 2, 3:30 in the morning, and I crashed. I fell asleep halfway through watching Order of the Phoenix. It's just an experience I'll never forget. Um, but after I had seen that one, I saw the beginning, and then I woke up towards the end where Dumbledore and Harry Potter are fighting Voldemort in the Ministry of Magic. I woke up for that scene. Someone was next to me and woke me up. Oh, magical battle! Yay! Okay, I'm awake. um, so that's just a funny side story. So I'm a big Harry Potter fan. And then of course after Order of the Phoenix, I ended up watching all the first four: Sorcerer, Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, and Goblet of Fire. I ended up watching those. I rented them, and then I decided, you know what? I ended up watching them, and I really liked Chamber of Secrets the most out of all five that had come out at the time. And then just like, you know what? I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt that these are actually pretty good. So I went and saw Half Blood Prince when it came out, and then Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2 were announced, and I'm just like, what? They're actually doing all 7 books? And then they decided to divide part 7 into, I'm sorry, book 7 into 2 parts. That kind of drives me insane, but it's a money grind, and you got to make money somehow, I guess. Can't have a 4.5 hour movie. Impossible, right? Mm-hmm. Have Lord of the Rings extended edition 4.5 hours long. That's okay, but Harry Potter 4.5 hours long. No, that's a problem. mm. So while I'm doing this review and all the other ones, please know that I know my Harry Potter source material. And when I say I know my Harry Potter stuff, that means I know Harry Potter, not the shitty political agenda, female gay nonsense about Dumbledore and whatnot with the Fantastic Beasts movies. I saw the book, and I'm just like, I don't know if I even want to bother reading the book because Fantastic Beasts was just horse shit. And then they came out with the second one, Crimes of Grindelwald or whatever, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't know why we need to do a prequel series. Harry Potter has a beginning, middle, and an end, and it's good. And all this other nonsense of showing how Voldemort rises to power, I'm like, no one cares. I really don't care. I mean, they explain that in the Harry Potter books and movies to a degree also. Why you got to make 5 more books and movies and whatnot? It's just ridiculous. It's just dumb. All right, so Sorcerer's Stone. Let's talk about the positives and negatives and give you guys my final score for the Sorcerer's Stone review. So first of all, I just want to say this movie was both dark and funny throughout. It was able to balance the two tones perfectly. The musical score, that's not actually in this film. Now, what I mean by that is what I just sang. Horribly, I know. Laugh as you will. That whole the Harry Potter theme song for the films is technically not in Sorcerer's Stone. I mean, it's in it to a degree, but it doesn't do the whole thing from start to finish. I'm not repeating it. Don't ask me to. It doesn't do it from the start to finish. Now, it'll do like the middle parts throughout certain parts of the film, but it doesn't do the whole thing. And it doesn't start out that way. It doesn't end that way, really. It's got its own different thing. I don't think until like Chamber of Secrets or Prisoner of Azkaban that they actually nailed the Harry Potter theme song that everyone knows and recognizes and remembers and loves. Next, the casting. the acting, amazing choices for all the actors and characters. I'm sorry, characters in this film, and for all the next ones to come. I'm not going to go over everybody. You know who plays everybody. That's why you're watching this review. Um, still to my day, I'm sorry, still to this day, my favorite character in both the books and the films is Rubeus Hagrid. He's like your big fat uncle, but he's not a drunk. He's just someone you want to hang out with because he's so cute, he's so big, he's just fun to hang out with. It's like you want to go to the bar and have a beer with the dude. You want to go play putt-putt golf with them. You want to throw a football. I just love Hagrid. Hagrid is one of the best characters in Harry Potter. I really like his character arc. My personal favorite scene throughout this whole film definitely is Harry Potter releasing a snake from the zoo. Seeing the live action version of Diagon Alley was amazing. Of course, Hogwarts. Harry Potter's interaction at the bank where he finds out he has a vault full of gold. His inheritance and whatnot. It was just really cool to see. Harry Potter, of course, getting his wand and all that mystery. I can't talk. Sorry. Harry Potter, of course, getting his own owl, and I gotta say, owl is so cute and fluffy. I want my own. I just love the owl. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, been fighting this throat thing in the back of my. Sorry, got some of the back of my throat I'm dealing with. Talking's not helping, I guess. I love the Hogwarts Express train trip. Eating unlimited candy with Ron, Harry. That was just really funny. Exploring Hogwarts and its secrets and whatnot was also just really cool. Seeing the live action version for the first time of Hogwarts main hall where they eat and whatnot was really cool. The sorting hat for the houses for I can remember them. Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and oh god, the other one, my mind's drawing the blank. Gryffindor. There we go. So the sorting hat is really cool. I think it was kind of underutilized. Kind of wanted to see a little more of it doing something. I guess they did the best they could, considering it was only 2001 and this is the first film. I also like Harry Potter's first flying lesson with his broom, Harry Potter's first Quidditch match. And for those of you who don't know what Quidditch is, it's basically wizard football on brooms. So, yeah, kind of fun. I also like the first time that we get to meet Fred and George Weasel, the twins. They make some really good jokes, and they bring a lot of light humor into the film also, which is really nice. Seeing Harry, Ron, Hermione, Draco, Neville, Professor Snape, and more live-action characters was just awesome. And them all, mingling together and meeting up was just really cool. I also liked the, towards the end of the film, the wizard chess scene in order to get to the Sorcerer's Stone and stop Voldemort from getting it. I really liked that scene. Had some of the best intense musical score in the whole film. And I actually thought that when I read the book and I was watching the movie, I'm like, are they really going to kill Ron? I'm like, what? You just introduced this guy and he's going to die immediately? I don't think so. And then for the negatives, oh boy, this is why you really came, right? Let me just say for first, before I give you guys my negatives, this was really difficult to do because, like I said, I'm a big Harry Potter fan, but my God, are there some flaws in this movie that I didn't actually want to acknowledge? I didn't want to have to acknowledge that these things exist in this film or in the Harry Potter universe to begin with. First of all, we had a dog in Hogwarts in a school full of 11 to 18-year-old kids. Like, isn't there some sort of guideline or regulations that says you probably shouldn't have something dangerous in a school full of 11 to 18-year-olds in your building that you're training them? Like, it's not really safe like the fact that our trio, Harry Potter, Hermione, and I'm going to butcher her name all the time, so just deal with it. And Ron, the fact that all three of them are like, oh no, we shouldn't go there, but they go anyway. I'm like, well, having a locked door just to protect a three-headed dog so no one goes there, it's just dumb and stupid. Um, Next, you don't feel like anyone's actually in any danger. I'm like, because for a fact, A, if you've never read the books, it doesn't matter because A, you should know that this is the first movie in a series. So they can't kill anybody on the good guy side because this is the first film. So killing somebody would be stupid because that means everything that they introduced about that character, because this movie is supposed to be world building and character building. So you don't feel like anyone's actually in danger. Even with that chess scene where Ron is supposed to die, I'm like, yeah, builds it up, and I'm just like, he's gonna live. They're gonna somehow figure out some way to, bring him back, and they do. I really want, and I can't stress this enough, and I know for a fact because I've read all the books and I've seen all the movies, but I'm gonna keep stressing this over and over and over again. I really want Harry Potter's Muggle guardian family to die. I really hate them. I hate them more than Harry Potter, I think, at times. There's also a lot of stuff in this movie that is said, done, and shown, and it makes no sense whatsoever until you end up seeing later films. So that's also a problem because it's just teasing you of what's going to come, and you hope it actually gets fulfilled. 99% of it does. Also, you basically can make a spell with anything. You can basically make a spell from a rhyme, as long as you can say it properly, to do anything. So, as long as you have, hi Ruby, as long as you have a wand and you can come up with a rhyme, you can magically fix your glasses. You can magically take someone's head off. You can magically disassemble, take their arms off and whatnot. I'm just like, so you really don't need to be a wizard in order to be able to do spells. I'm like, so apparently, as long as you can get a wand and you can make a rhyme and it actually does something good, then you're magical. There's no, I don't understand. I've never understood this in the Harry Potter books or films. I'm like, what's so important about you as a person being a wizard? Is there some sort of energy surging inside of you? I'm like, I never understood that. Also, and this is going to be something that I will talk about in future films when I'm reviewing them. There are so many different ways in which you can reach Hogwarts. You can either take the train and then use boats, or you can take the train and you're just there. You can take the train and you can fly. You can take the train and you can walk. You can take the train and get in a carriage. You can take the train. You get my point? Like, why are there so many bazillion different ways in which you can get to Hogwarts? It's kind of weird. I mean, you can take a flying car to get there. It's just like, I don't understand how this place is so secretive if everyone can just find a way to get there. Also, Hermione being a know-it-all is irritating. It's super irritating in this film. She's like, oh, I know everything. I know everything. I know how to do potions. I know how to do this and that and this and that. Thank God, though, for the future films, I know for a fact that her irritating know-it-all nonsense is toned down. Thank you. What else? The troll fighting in the bathroom, honestly, was just silly, and I really wanted it to be a little more darker, more terrifying. The troll fight just didn't scare me. I'm just like, it's a CGI monster. Hooray! Good job. Moving on. Lastly, last two things is that this movie had to do a lot of world building, but it does so slowly, and it takes forever in order to do so. And there's certain times where I'm just like, okay, you can skip this. It basically has rules. Okay, so my internet decided to go cuckoo. going on? Alright, I don't know if you guys can hear me, so I'm just going to end this video and give Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone a 7.5 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching.